today we're talking about calorie counting. If weight loss is your goal, you have to set a specific calorie amount for each day. You have to know your numbers. It's as plain and simple as that. You have to know how much you're taking in versus how much you're burning. And this is the most important part of weight loss because 80% of weight loss is diet related. 80%. And the majority of people underestimate how much they're taking in. And this is because they're wrongly judging portion sizes or they're just ballparking. And we will always have the tendency to ballpark on the low side, unfortunately. This is not the time to be estimating. If your goal is weight loss, you have to know exactly how much you're taking in versus how much you're burning because you want to create a calorie deficit. And a calorie deficit is burning more calories than you're taking in. Did you know that 1 pound of fat is equal to 3,500 calories? That is a big number, and it's kind of intimidating. But that's why you want to break it down into smaller numbers. So shoot for a 500 calorie deficit each day. If you're consistent and are under by 500 calories for 7 days in a row, that equals, if you do the math, 3,500 calories. That's 1 pound of fat. That is why it is so important to know your numbers. So what do you do if you don't know how many calories you're burning each day? How do you figure that out? Well, let me show you. So if you don't know what your calorie target intake should be each day, there is a whole bunch of resources on the internet available to you for free that can help you figure that out. So what you do is you go to Google and you type in calorie calculator. Oops, it went down here. Calorie calculator, and it's going to bring up a whole bunch of different websites that are free tools for you. Now, these are just going to be guidelines, but it'll give you an idea of what your calorie intake should be each day. So let's check this one out. This one is freedieting.com. And what it does is it just goes through a series of basic questions to help figure out what your target should be. So age, let's put in 27. Let's say we're female and our weight is 134 pounds. Let's say we're 5 feet 5 inches. And let's say we work out 5 times a week. And then we hit calculate. It's as easy as that. And so it's going to give us our guideline calorie intake target per day. So if we want to maintain our current weight, then we would need an intake of 1,900 calories. If we want to lose weight, our calorie goal should be 1,500 calories because in order to lose weight, you want to be in that calorie deficit. So let's check out another website. Most of the websites are going to have the same idea. You're going to have to answer just some basic questions, but they're all going to be slightly different. I mean, none of them are going to give you the exact same number, but it should be around the same if they're good websites. So let's check this one out. This one is caloriecount.aboutme.com. So let's see, it starts with your current weight. It wants you to enter current weight. So let's keep it 134. And then it's asking for goal weight. So let's say we want to get down to 120. That's our target weight. Continue. We're still female and we're still 27 years old and we haven't grown any in the past 2 seconds. So we're still 5'5". And let's say we do moderate activity. And we're going to hit calculate. So this is telling us about the same, that our daily caloric needs are going to be about 1,500 calories in order for us to reach our goal weight. And this even takes it a step further and it gives a reasonable date that weight could be reached. And it says July 26, 2011. We would be able to reach our goal weight of 120 if we stick to the 1,500 calories per day. So you can go to any of the free ones. You can check out a couple of them would be my recommendations. These two seem to be really pretty good because they're giving me about the same numbers, so they're probably pretty accurate. But again, this is just a guideline for you if you need to figure out or you don't know what your calorie target should be each day. So now let's go back to Google and check out a couple websites for calorie tracking. So I'm going to type in calorie tracking. And a whole bunch of them come up again. But a really good one that I have found is myfitnesspal.com. It's very user-friendly. It's a free website. And on this website, you're able to not only log your food intake or at least look up calorie amount in the different foods that you're eating. It lists a whole bunch of different restaurants. There's even a Trader Joe's on there. So you can find the calorie amount in the foods that you're taking in. But what I really like about this website is the exercise tab. You have a search bar over here that you can type in any type of exercise that you're doing. So let's type in kickboxing. And as you can see, my favorite format of kickboxing, Turbo Jam, is brought up. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to come over here and just answer these simple questions. We're going to stick with 134 as the weight. And let's say I did it for 60 minutes. So remember that this is just an estimate, because if you don't have a body bug or something that you're wearing on your body that's set to your specific body measurements and resting heart rate, then it's just an estimate. But it's going to be a good estimate. So it's saying in an hour of kickboxing, I would burn 614 calories if I weigh 134. So at least this will give me an idea of how many calories I'm burning, and I'll be able to regulate how many calories I'm taking in to make sure that I'm still in that calorie deficit. Another really good one is loseit.com. Again, it's another free website, and it's very similar to MyFitnessPal, where you're able to log your exercise as well as your food intake to make sure that you're in the right balance. So these two websites are also really good, because if you have a smartphone, they also have applications that you can download on your phone, so you can do all of this tracking right on your phone, which makes them good. There are many other websites that are accurate and useful, so find one that works well for you, that you like, but these two are very user-friendly and are pretty popular and are pretty accurate as well. So these would be two good recommendations to go with if you're looking for ways to track exercise and food intake. So today your task is to find a site that works for you, whether it's one that I've showed you or a different one, but a way for you to track your calories, how much you're taking in versus how much you're burning. And I want you to figure out what your target calorie intake is for each day. Once you've done that, I want you to go to our challenge page and post what site or application that you'll be using to do your calorie tracking. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow.